Hello, hi. I'll be explaining the software update process using the tchecker loader. Before starting the tchecker loader, make sure GazeSense configurator is connected to your computer. Once it is connected, please place the tchecker on the GazeSense configurator inductive interface. Once you open the tchecker loader, you can see the status of the GazeSense configurator in the bottom of the software. Here you can see it is connected. If you see any error, please unplug and plug the GazeSense configurator USB interface, then it should work fine. In order to start the update process, you can see the first process is the software update process. Click on the update button and select the file with .gov extension. I am selecting the version 11. Once you select the appropriate group, the update starts. You can see the tchecker has been set into the download mode and the firmware is getting transferred. You can see the update is in progress and the blocks are getting transferred. As you can see, the update process is getting finished. There are few more blocks. Here we go, the update process is finished. Once the update process is finished, have a look at your device. If the device is switched off immediately after the update, let's say within 10 seconds on timeout, that means device has received all the blocks and ready to play the new firmware. But if device has not switched off immediately after the update and the timeout is ticking more than 10 seconds, that means there are some missing blocks. From firmware version 11, one can see the received block count on the display of the device. But here you can see the timeout is ticking more than 10 seconds and there are some missing blocks. Before timeout hits 60 seconds, start sending the missing blocks using the retry button on the tchecker loader. Here we go. You can see the missing block which is sent is 25. So keep hitting the retry button until the reboot turns green. Once the reboot turns green, that means device has received all the blocks and it is ready to play the new firmware. Here we go. The missing blocks are being sent. The block number 141 was sent. 250. 307. I guess there are no more missing blocks. Here we go. The reboot button has turned green. It's an indication the device has received all the blocks. So clicking on the reboot button, device switches off and plays the new firmware. Here we go. The device has switched off. Give it at least 30 seconds before you turn on the device. While turning on the device, press and hold the enter button for a few seconds. As you can see, the firmware has updated from version 7 to version 11. To wrap up, if the device has switched off immediately after update, let's say within 10 seconds on timeout, that means device has received all the packets and ready to play the new firmware. But the device is not switched off immediately after update and timeout is ticking more than 10 seconds. That means there are some missing blocks. We have to send the missing blocks using the retry button on the tchecker loader. Keep clicking the retry button, keep sending the missing packets until reboot button turns green. Once device receives all the blocks, reboot button turns green and device is ready to play the new firmware. Click on the reboot button and device switches off. Once device switches off, it plays the new firmware. It takes at least 20 to 30 seconds before you can turn the device on. This will be the end of the tutorial. Thank you and bye.